For today's extended video, we have Balboa, Swordsman and Conquistador by Felix Reisenburg. Now, this is a true story. Some of it's been like the early life of Balboa is kind of made up, but it's a really special place and time where the Spaniards and the Portuguese were finishing up the Reconquista of the Iberian Peninsula. They were kicking the Moors out, and they were sending them back to Africa. And that's when this book takes place. It kind of starts off in that era. And after the Moors were kicked out of Spain, it's around the same time they discovered the Americas. And these guys were, I mean, you're talking about 500 years of fighting. That's what these guys were all about. They were soldiers and they were swordsmen. They were conquerors. And that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to go out into the world and they wanted to, earn a living and a reputation with a sword or with a bow and arrow and a shot or whatever they had to do to get that money, get the gold, and get land. They weren't so much concerned about land. They were getting land for the crown. So it was more of like money and prestige. And everything they got for the crown, they got a percentage of. And sometimes the crown would give them like farms, plantations, ships, titles, land in Spain, all kinds of really cool stuff if you were a fighting man, if you had connections. Some of the people in here, in this book, now it's based on a true story. A lot of stuff is verified, or the who's who of really nasty people like Pizarro. Pizarro is his enemy in this book. They actually fought together, but in the end, everybody was jealous of Balboa because he was such a likable guy and he was a fighter and he led from the front. People, his enemies and his friends alike, they respected him and they feared him and they loved him. The Indians loved him. They called him the sun god. And the reason they liked him is because unlike some of the other Spaniards and Europeans that came, and unlike the other Indian kingdoms, he didn't believe in total war. Like, we're coming in, we're going to exterminate all you, and we're taking all your stuff. We're going to take you atop of this big giant pyramid and cut your heart out with an obsidian knife. No, that's not what he was about. He was like, well, I'll tell you what. He came up to this one Indian kingdom, and they surrendered. It was like, hey, listen, we heard about you. If we just surrender and give you a whole bunch of gold and stuff like that and food for your men, we just spare us too. He's like, yeah, sure, why not? And the Indian king offered up his own daughter as a slave to Balboa. And Balboa was like, nah, I ain't about that. He married her. Great guy, huh? Yeah, but he was loyal to her. He didn't take any other wives. And she was jealous, like, oh, you gonna come marry a European woman when a European woman comes over here? It's like, no, you're the only one for me. I told your dad, the king. We're together. We're married. This is an actual marriage. This is not just like a little fling that I'm having with a little Indian princess. No, we're married. So he was a stand-up guy. And people challenged him. He would fight then and there. He's like, oh, you want to challenge me? Pull out the sword. Guess what? Let's do this. He was not scared. And the things that he overcame are very inspiring. That's why I recommend you get this version of the book. There are other versions on Amazon that you could get, but this one is the one I like. It's really easy to read. It's for younger adults, really. It's kind of like a Hardy Boys novel, but it's not really. But it's kind of like in that genre where you can read it. But it's not for snowflakes, people. So if you spoiled your kids rotten and they got pink hair and, nose rings and stuff like that, and they're all about, I don't know, what the LGBTQRS and whatever these kids are into these days, I don't know. Licking batteries. I don't know. I don't keep up with the craziness. But if you want your kids to be strong and well-read and to be inspired by real people who do real stuff, and this guy, Balboa, he fought against the odds. He got shipwrecked. He led guys into battle by himself. He led other Indians as allies into battle. People love this guy. At the end, haters are going to hate. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but you need to pick up a copy of this book. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on eBay. Go to one of those used bookstores and see if you can order a copy. And the author, Felix Reisenburg, he's written a whole bunch of other books like this. I'm gonna check them out because they're really cool. It's about exploration and adventure and getting the girl, getting the Indian princess. You know, all the women love you and stuff like that. And you're at adversaries, you're trying to stab you in the back, and you pull out that sword like, Gah! I like that kind of stuff. It's very inspiring. But again, get a copy of this book. It's well worth it. Balboa, Swordsman, and Conquistador. Until next time, people, give peace a chance.